And let's get started. So this is a demo for our new release version 365.0. And we can get started from door locks feature, but as we do not have door lock, test door lock account for our live environment, I will be showing it on our dev. So what we've changed in door locks in this version. First, we've added the ability to select key distribution mode. In door locks module, in settings, we can select one of two modes. One key per booking. This means one Salto fake user will be used for the booking, or use a different Salto fake user for every guest of the booking. So who doesn't know what a fake user is? It's basically a way to ease the life of the guest, because to avoid guest registration in a third-party app, these users were added. So hotel, when he sets door lock synchronization, he sets this user here. So he creates all these people, records the login credentials, and synchronize it with our system. And this setting was made to ease, to give more flexibility with these users. So let's try to check. For now, we can see that we have two users that we can use. So, and we can see that the mode use one key per booking is activated. So let's create a reservation in the room that is connected to a door lock. Let's see what rooms are connected to our lock. For example, 198. Let's go to front desk. And let's create a reservation here. To be able to manage keys, we have to change our reservation status to check it in. And within a minute, we'll see the key appearing there. We can see the key now. And let's add some more guests here. And let's check our guests. So for the newly added guest, we can see the user that is synchronized, Salto 12. And let's better open the reservation. And for the main guest, we have the same, Salto 12. Why we see this record here? So I'll explain how these mods work. So whenever we're switching the mode, the setting will apply to all newly created reservations. So here I can see S, which means a single fake user for the whole reservation. And we'll see the same Salto 12 for all the guests of this reservation. But I have some reservations for these guests which are still not checked out, and they were created in other mode. So they were created in a mode that every guest has, like, reservation has multiple users. And how we can check it? We can try to find this access group in our lock is offline, in our Salto account, and we can see that we only can see one guest here. If we would select the other setting, we would see all the guests, like the amount of guests equal to how many guests we have in the reservation. I call it guest, but in fact it's user, Salto user. Also, we have to not forget that we have limited amount of these fake users. And in case if, for example, I'll create another 2 reservations now, which will use all my fake users, dates of stay, let's start from today. I added wrong reservation. We have to select the synchronized room type, which is backpacker. Let's add 2 reservations here, 2 rooms. It's added, okay. Confirm and book. Let's check them in. And within a minute, we must see keys. Let's add another guest here. Select date of birth. And as we can see, currently there is no space, no free door lock users available for this guest. So we understand that we have to handle this manually because the setting we added, it only allows to change existing Salto user. As we can see that there's no more available ones. So to handle this situation, I would have to go to the front desk, check if I have maybe some reservations which are not checked out, and check them out to free my users. Let's check out without an invoice. And let's do this for one more reservation. And let's go to the last reservation we created. To set the Salto user here, we can use this action first. And here we can see the free users we have. So we are assigning it to the guest who lives in the room. And this key can be used to change the user or the action on the reservation called Manage Door Lock Access, which also can help us with this task. Are there any questions about this feature?
No, looks nice.
Okay, good. So now we can go to the next features. Let's see what's new. I mean, the biggest feature and the most bright one is, of course, our new menu redesigned. So there's no more floating and stuff. I hope it will be more convenient and more easy to use. And let's go and check our housekeeping module. There is one more setting added here. And this setting allows us to change room cleaning status at the day of departure. So whenever the reservation status changes to due out, the cleaning status will be set to dirty. To see that, we can try to move our reservations on the front desk in a way to get due out status. Due out status is set when the booking is moved and the checkout date matches with current date, or every day midnight time cron command automatically sets reservations which have checkout day current date to due out. And also if we're modifying reservation in any way and the checkout date matches with current date. So after all these processes, cleaning status will be changed to dirty. This was a request. And the other improvement referring to housekeeper role. For housekeeper role, now tasks module and mostly all functionality from that module is available. I can try showing that. As I'm logging in first time after the update, I can see our product updates. And I can see the tasks module. I don't have tasks for my user for now, but I can create tasks. I can navigate through tasks, filter, like all the functionality will be available. Okay. This is, that's it about housekeeping. Let's talk about invoicing and accounting. So I have a reservation. I already have invoice here. Let's cancel it and create new one. I will show you the feature of discounts and surcharges. So we can create the invoice from my reservation, and on the second step, there is an option to edit total amount or to edit any item that we have here. Editing an item will only edit my total amount, but to apply discount or surcharge, I have to edit my total amount, either to increase the amount and we'll get surcharge, or, and we can delete it, or we can decrease it and get a discount. This record will be added to our invoice as a separate record, and it will be the value will be distributed accordingly in the VAT table of the invoice. I had to open the invoice, but I closed it. Let's see. So we can see the separate discount record, and we can see our VAT table, which includes this discount. And also, And also I closed the wrong tab. I'm sorry. And also there is another possibility which we added. Let's refund this one. We can create a prepayment for reservation. What was the amount we have? 95. Let's add 50, for example, for accommodation. 50. So we created a prepayment, and as we can see, we've got a receipt for our prepayment. So now all prepayments will have receipts, and in order to cancel prepayment or to refund prepayment, there is an action here called cancel, which refines our prepayment. This was also required in order to work more properly with the Fiscali and DSFIN VK. So we can see two receipts for corresponding amounts. Let's see our automation module. In automation module, there is few new features. First of all, 3 settings regarding booking offer. The one is if the hotel wants to remind the guest about the booking offer, there is a custom setting for it in communication settings. He can see a default template, he can edit the default template, and he can set when he wants this email to be sent. So the time of sending is tied to the creation of the booking offer. So he can select how long after creation of booking offer, after how much days, hours, this email should be sent to the guest. And also there is another reminder which he can optionally use as to remind the guest that booking offer will expire in 24 hours. And also there is a template for it in communication settings module, which he can edit. And the third setting regarding booking offer is booking offer cancellation. This setting allows to manage how long the booking offer must be valid after it was created. So currently, this setting by default in all hotels is on and set to 72 hours, as it was previously for our booking offer. But this setting can be changed. It can be turned off, and then booking offer won't be handled at all. They will be in the booking offer status, occupying space and occupying reservation pins. But by default, we decided to save the setting as it was working before. So 72 hours standard time of the validity. And the last setting is the reminder to pay the invoice. This was a request when there are invoices in expected status, invoices that are deferred. Hotel can use this option to remind the guest that he has unpaid invoice, and also set the time when he wants this email to be sent. So 1 day before expected payment date, or like few days. And also the template can be editable, but this is pretty much the same message we are sending when we are sending the invoice to the guest. When we're sending expected invoice to guest, it includes invoice details, the amount the guest is invoiced to, the required date of payment, and the button to pay if hotel has a Stripe as payment gateway synchronized. And also the link will be depending if hotel using booking engine or not. If hotel has Stripe and hotel uses booking engine, then this link will navigate to booking engine on the invoice payment page. If hotel is not using booking engine, then this link will navigate to our web to the invoice checkout page. So this is like the logic is the same as we have in our existing email, which we can send when creating an invoice, or which we can send by where is it? Or which we can send by using the action on the invoice. Let's find the expected invoices. Oh, we don't have any expected invoices. Nice. Let's make one. So this is pretty much the same invoice. We can edit a term of payment here. And we can check this send invoice to guest. So this is pretty much the same invoice with the same invoice attached, just with the customizable text and the ability to schedule when this message should be sent to the guest. And also for the automation module, added more filters, action and system. So we can more easily to navigate between just the system setting or email settings. But still, there is some rework in this module as well to add more structure and easy navigation in all the settings. It will be in our future releases. This is it about the automation. The next improvement was regarding extras, service extras in the system. And let's navigate to my reservation, for example. As we remember, extras were added not to all models in our system. So in this release, we fixed that. And now if I want to add some items to my order, and if the service has extra set, which my pizza has, I can also add extras on this model. And the same applies to the flow of reservation creation on the third step. I also can add some orders, and if I'm selecting the service which has extras, I'll have the ability to add extras as well. So pretty much nothing new, just more models are involved now. So on the third step, I have this option to add order, and I can search, and I can see extras here as well. In last version, we didn't have this option here. So nothing new, but improvements. Also, there were many UI improvements and some fixes on mobile version and tablet version. And also there was a request to make it easier with the pagination, with the paging. So for example, if I want to see not 10 but 25 items per page, I can change this on any of the grids and it applies to all the system. So if I'll go to orders, for example, I'll be seeing 25 items per page everywhere in the system. And also for there were added some stubs which indicating that nothing created on the page. To see this, I think we can go to any hotel we know is empty and navigate to the tabs. So this stubs were redesigned in this release with the ability to add entities that are displayed in this grid. Also a fixed layout of the dashboard in German for mobile, some date pickers, labels, translations, filtering in various grids and places, and some other like minor improvements and layout fixes. I won't be specifying each and every of them, but they pretty much all described in the release notes. This is pretty much it about the in-hotel routine. Well then, thank you all for joining.